You got Gaimon, Tabang, Sausage Fest, chat. You have no hope of finding the one. You have no hope of finding a hobby unless you're into weather. You got a bunch of Walmart people and birds, but the Walmart people are hype. This seems depressing as hell, and I'm personally not a vampire. Set. Host for days. Sanji was getting sexually assaulted every day. Is Epstein Island, and honestly, I don't want to be anywhere near that. Living with a bunch of furries, but they're not cringe is pretty hype. If I could take over Onigashima, I would. Ethnic Cleansing Island. Yeah, the island tier list. One Piece Island tier list. This is going to be based on what I think is the most aesthetically, most beautifully pleasing islands. That is the criteria. So there's the best island, the one of one, super A, dapper, and F. The first one's Luffy's Island, Windmill Village. It's kind of mid. Like, being from a small town, I know a small town when I see a small town. And you live in this fuck-ass kingdom, which has an insane amount of oppression. And if you aren't born in the top 1%, then you're literally living in the garbage dumps. And if you're not that, then you're living out in the fucking boonies with a bunch of bandits. And small-ass Windmill Village town ain't doing it for me. I was born and raised in a very small Texas town. It had 3,000 total people in it. The only thing to do is drive around. Maybe go to Sonic. Maybe go to McDonald's. I would not live here. I would not move here. I'm giving it dapper. Actually, dapper is kind of a good word. Let's give it mid. Zoro's Island is kind of the same vibe, but it's more samurai. I think I could get trained up and actually, if I was born there, I could get huge muscles. It's a pretty aesthetic island. I should also probably look up some reference pictures for us here. Zoro's Island, Shimotsuki Village. Just to get a reminder of what it looks like. It's nothing too crazy, nothing too amazing. Don't really see too much of it here. But it is going slightly above Luffy's Island. Which one's this one, chat? Feudal Japan. Out of all the islands to live on, though, I don't think it's that great. Because I would rather be in Wano post-Luffy Liberation. Shells Town. What the fuck is Shells Town? Oh, the Navy base? It's honestly kind of sick. It looks aesthetic. But also, what can you do here? If you live in one of these houses, you go up these stairs and what? Literally do what? It's going in between them. Syrup Village. F tier because you got to deal with Usopp's annoying, trolling, boy who cried wolf ass. No. You can look at a windmill. Usopp's entire character was trying to leave this fuck ass place. He does not want to be here. Nobody wants to be here. Who's this? What island is this? They had a good ass restaurant though. I guess. But Usopp ain't there anymore. But that's why he's not there. It's because he left. Gaimon Island. Now, if you're gonna be on an island deserted, I don't think this is a bad shout. Because you got animals to eat here and party with. You got Gaimon, Tabang. You have... There's not really much to work with here. But it's pretty big. It's pretty nice. I think it's gonna be our first A tier. I love the animal vibes. The animal vibes are fire. What about... What is this? Is this Arlong Park? That's worse than Usopp's Village? No way, that's an A tier. It's better than Usopp's Village. Because you don't got to deal with onion, carrot, and fucking apple. You get to just be alone with your gang. Do you know Gaimon throws a party every day? They get drunk as fuck, and he just parties with his gang. Honestly, humans are overrated, bruh. The animals won't betray you. They'll be homies. Muffins are done. Let's go. I'm going to get one after this. Buggy pulled up in the party? Exactly. And he got a huzz? Exactly. Now, Arlong Park aesthetically is pretty pleasing. Arlong was cooking here. Look at this. Nami's Village. Nami's Village is definitely up there. The vibe, the tropics. Arlong did get destroyed. Konomi Island. So it's not here. Nami's Island's pretty fire. And they got good-ass oranges. That's going to be our second A tier. So this isn't Whiskey Peak? It came with the movie? What the fuck is this? There's not even any... I can't even tell. Like, what's the island like? What's the vibe? They hitting that shit, though. Say it ain't fire. It's a party. Are they hitting the disco? We got to watch it when we do links, though. I'm going to hit... The disco's got to be an A tier. It's a party, gang. Logue Town. Logue Town is pretty hype. I'm a big fan of Logue Town. Logue Town is famous. It's where Roger was killed. It's got a lot more stuff. I think Super is going to be our #1 island. What's better than an A? Exquisite? S? Logue Town's getting an S. I would live there for sure. Little Garden is pretty hype because you get to see dinos. But your ass can die to those dinos. So to live, I don't think I'd want to live there. Plus, you got to deal with Mr. 3 if he's going to fuck around. All that kind of shit. Little Garden's a biohazard. Bug diseases. Whiskey Peak. The thing that bit Nami. That's so true. Whiskey Peak just reminds me of Arizona. And there's a reason I don't live in Arizona or West Texas. It's because it's pretty much all there is. It's just fucking dead dirt and dead looking, not really pretty cactus. And the cactus are riddled with tombs. It's probably haunted. You're right. To live here is not it. It's F. Drum Island? Oh, brother. I wouldn't. Okay, me personally, I need the sun. I need some good weather. And Drum Kingdom just feels like it's perpetually frozen. It's perpetually snowing. I wouldn't really want to live in Antarctica. I really wouldn't want to live anywhere that only has one kind of weather. And that's all this motherfucker got. Not to mention the bunnies. I think I could take them. Infinite food hack. I think I would give it a mid tier. Alabasta Kingdom. Now here's the thing. Alabasta Kingdom, you can take bunnies twice the size of a bear. Have you ever seen me lose a 1v1? Alabasta Kingdom is Egypt. Egypt isn't necessarily bad, but again, it's kind of like Drum Kingdom where I just like seasons. I like it being cool in the spring and hot in the summer and cold in the winter with grass and foliage and tons of... I would love to visit Alabasta. Would I ever want to live in Egypt? Probably not. I think I'd probably want to live there more than other places because it's developed. But my ass would get lost in the desert. You're right. And also, ever since y'all said Little Garden has those sick bugs, I'm going to put Little Garden in an F, actually, because I don't want to get sick. What is that kingdom? You Island? What is this? What is this place? Where Shanks and Ace met? Literally, what even does it look like? It looks like a deserted island. I would not want to live here. I don't think I could make it there, actually. Like, I think I would just die. Jaya Island. Jaya's pretty sick. You do get swag points for your island being skull-shaped. And you have the ancient history there. You get robbed in Jaya. True. Bellamy was there. There's this little port. I think it's a mid tier. But it's a bit higher mid tier because it's pretty hype from the skull. Skypeia. Now, Skypeia Island, I would fucking live here, chat. You have cool ass technology with the dials. You got like coconuts type shit. You got... I wouldn't be able to get down, but it seems like a more simple way of life. You have the Hess. So, pretty hype culture. You do have to deal with this Eminem looking guy, but by then he should be gone. So if I could get there and live there, I would give it an A tier. Solid A tier. Long Ring Island. The ancient... Oh, wait, no. The ancient city's so true. Because Skypeia includes Shandora, right? It's got to go to S tier. I forgot about that. I was thinking about just living in the clouds, but Shandora would be sick. I would fix it up and make it my own place. Long Ring Island. Literally, this shit's so fucking funny. I think this has to be higher rated based on the quality of life from seeing comically long animals, chat. It's higher than you think. I would make it work. It's going in A tier. I would make it work just to see these animals. And also, chat, I have a theory. Listen up. You devil fruit. Imagine the wielder before Luffy made all of these animals rubber and stretched them out, and they stayed that way. That's why they're so long. And he made a whole new species of animal. Look at this. It looks like somebody stretched this guy out. Even the trees. I think something happened here long ago. I've heard this theory before. Okay, yeah, regurgitated it then. But I'm an adopter of the theory. Hazard, exactly. We've seen islands completely change before. Wide Long Bill. Water 7. Now this is the island of all islands. And until we get to one more hype than this, It's going in super, chat. There was a fight and it permanently changed everything. Easiest super ever. 2 words, Aqua Laguna. That's not my problem, though. That's Iceberg's problem. He's going to make some sort of flotation device, and we're just going to detach from our island and just coast. And we'll be like Sabaody. Water 7 is going to be on a massive floaty. Anise lobby. Now, how would you live here? It's literally like, and that's it. I would not want to be some bootlicking Navy guy. Fuck off. F tier. Ohara. Now, here's the thing. Are you gonna meet the same fate as Robin? If we don't consider that, who are you? See, like, it's pretty sad. But this, with an Adam tree and your people and, you know, Miyagi, I do not know. I know him by name. Pre-Buster Call Ohara is still an L because the inhabitants are mid? Bro! They were just a bunch of studious guys. They weren't mid. They treated Robin like shit. Oh, true. Why did they treat Robin so badly again? Like, why did they do that? Just because fuck her? Because her mom? That does bring down the swag points. We're going to go down to mid for that. They called her a freak because of her devil fruits. But also, wasn't that just the kids? Or was it the adults also fucking her up? But think about how cool Clover was. The adults were too? Okay, the adults make it an F. I can't vibe with that culture. Bullying my girl Robin. How dare you? She was 8 years old. Thriller Bark. Now here's the thing. If you own Thriller Bark, because Thriller Bark is just the world's biggest ship. If it's yours, that's pretty hype. Mobile home. The definition of a mobile home. You have your whole island to yourself. You can throw parties. You can throw LAN sessions with the gang. You can literally do anything that you want. It's got a little bit of a weird vibe. But let's go ahead and check out the actual scenery of it. See, it was only that smoky because it was in the Florian Triangle, right? That's the only reason why it was that eerie vibe. But other than that, it's literally your own mobile kingdom. No flood issue. You gotta live with Moria. See, here's the thing. I would kick Moria's motherfucking ass. I would beat him up. He wouldn't stand a chance. It's going in S tier because it's my headcanon. It's my own Thriller Bark. The zombies would be cool if they're on your side. Exactly, your own defense. Sabaody Archipelago. It's a pretty big hot spot for pirates. You have to deal with a lot of guys and tourists because of the bubbles. Then the benefit from it, Sabaody Park is pretty hype. It's not the best, and it's definitely not the worst. F because of slavery. There is the slavery auctions. That is true. But if I live there, I would not attend them. I think I'm going in A. Living there is fan letter. So true, you can see the gang. The Celestials dropping by randomly, killing you and stealing your wife. Okay. Of the true, it's going in mid. The fan letter was pretty cool. There are Celestial dragons that do fuck around and will just like, if you have a hot wife, they'll be like, yeah, give me that. It's mine now. You're going to get... Never mind, I can't say that. I don't want to spoil. Weatheria! Weatheria is kind of the same vibe as Thriller Bark, except it's not your own island. You got to live with a bunch of... and all they really do is just study shit. And I'm not really into the weather like that. I wouldn't want to live there. It'd be cool to study and to like... It's also going in mid. I get bored. That's what I'm saying. Because after you explore so much, like, can't leave. You got to stay there. The circular rainbow is pretty hype, though. They probably got mad Zaza. So true. They are high as fuck. Like, you literally get no bitches. Nami appeared. And it's a sausage fest. Like, sausage fest, chat. You have no hope of finding the one. You have no hope of finding a hobby unless you're into weather type shit. So I go mid. What is this? They stop on islands, but you have to live there. You get to travel, though. Okay, traveling bumps it up to A. It's a valid argument. Brooks Island? What the fuck you mean? The one that he got kidnapped at? The Long Arm Tribe Island? Bro, this is like... They like as fuck. How do I find this island? The Cultist? Bruh. It's literally a sundown town. Hungaria? Nakamura. Yeah, the easiest F ever. Torino Kingdom, where Chopper was sent. You got a bunch of Walmart people and birds. But the Walmart people are hype. But you'll probably get killed by the fucking apex bird. You aren't one of them. You can't do anything there. F. Is this Punk Hazard? Or is it Baltimore? Frankie's Island? It's not Baltigo. Yeah, it's the same vibe as Drum Island, but worse. Oh my God. The place that Usopp was sent, it's just massive plants and animals. I don't even gotta look that one up. I wouldn't want to live there, bro. I'd die. Natural selection would get my ass. Hawkeye's Island? Full of food. I'm taking Usopp's Island. Nah, bro. My ass would be so big. I would be Usopp. I would literally become Usopp. This seems depressing as hell, and I'm personally not a vampire. Amazon Lily is fucking hype. It's gotta be S. Amazon Lily just literally has to be S. If they don't kill your ass. If they kill your ass, then you're cooked. But if they just like you live there, they're strong as fuck. They got food. They literally have their own defense. You never have to worry about protecting yourself. Like they let you join the tribe, bro. You're set. Host for days. That's so fucking funny. We gonna get arrowed right away. As a girl, it would be pretty hype. And as a guy, you would just die. But if they let you live there, then that'd be pretty hype. Huz Island. Marine Ford? Who would want to live there? That shit's gotta be haunted from all the deaths. F. Fishman Island is fucking hype. It would be super annoying having to wear a bubble sometimes. But look at the scenery. So unique. You can't get this anywhere else. It's so pretty. They do have air as well. Horny Jones gonna get your ass? Nah, that's dead already. You gotta wear a bubble only on certain parts. Yeah. You literally can't get mermaids anywhere else. S. Fishman Island is so pretty. Mermaids are cool. Shark people are cool. Different kinds of species are cool. Punk Hazard? Bruh, this is basically Texas. Except not really because the ice doesn't really exist. Sometimes it does. Punk Hazard's the easiest F ever. You really wonder what it looked like before they blew it up. Green Bit's a wild shout. I don't really remember Green Bit too much. There's a little Green Bit out of Dresrosa. It's kind of like the Wild Wild West in terms of like on your own. There's just a bunch of plants and shit. Like a little hut, maybe like a little garden. Reminds me of like garden. It's a garden without the dinos, without the bugs. Mid. I think it'd be fun to live there though. Try to survive. Dresrosa. Now is this post Doflamingo, I'm assuming? Dresrosa was a beautiful island. You thought that could jump you, or if you befriend them, it could be pretty sick. They could be gang. Yeah, Dresrosa's awesome. They had a whole Roman Colosseum in that bitch. S tier. Kamabaka Kingdom. Let's take a look at it. Sanji was getting sexually assaulted every day. And honestly, I have blonde hair. Like Sanji. I don't think the juice is worth the squeeze, chat. This is Epstein Island. And honestly, I don't want to be anywhere near that. I don't want to be abused. Because it's not an exaggeration to say Sanji's sexuality was literally under attack. They were putting that man in dresses. They were trying to fuck him nonstop. No matter how much he said no. No matter how much he tried to not, like, his consent. It's pretty fucked up. But now the revolutionaries are chilling. But would the revolutionaries do anything? I feel like if I got assaulted, Dragon would just be like, seeing what he, like, bruh, he doesn't really do shit. He would just look east. He would not care. Plus, we saw what happened to their last hideout. My ass would get fucked up. Like, fucked up. Next is Zou. Honestly, living with a bunch of furries, but they're not cringe is pretty hype. Bunch of animal people. Can I skip Zou? What the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck are you even talking about? What? Look at the ancient buildings. Look at the whale tree. I would want to study the whale tree more. Click it. Make sure nothing's gonna show up. Oh my god. They're dead ass. They're for real. I don't really care about the minks. I feel like I've seen these characters in conflicts many times during the show. Or is there really any important nothing happened here or I want to live level moment I should watch? I find it really boring so far. Jack got his ass whooped. Rhizos and Zou. The motherfucking road poneglyph. The whale theory. Momonosuke and Luffy had that big moment in the fucking whale, dude. Are you serious? I wish people would stop asking these dumb questions. Skip Wano! Why would you want to skip it? Going too slow? You just want to see fights? All islands have a plot to them. If you want to skip it, so be it. You'll be confused later and probably spend the next 10 to 20 episodes trying to piece things together. Skip it. Skip everything. Don't skip it. Bro, Sanji literally, it sets up Whole Cake Island. If you're found being confused in Whole Cake Island arcs, then yes. But skip Zou. In fact, also skip Whole Cake, Wano, and Egghead. They have the same issues. I love the One Piece community. Skip this entire series. Hope this helps. That's so fucking funny. Here's a list of all the chapters you can skip. Include stuff from Zou, Whole Cake Island, Wano still work in progress. Let me make sure it's not lightning or something. Oh my god. You can do whatever you want, but don't expect to understand anything. Oh my god, I can't believe that. Zou, easiest S tier. Honestly, Zou's pretty hype. Skip Marineford is just boring. TBH. They said, is there any hype moments like Want to Live or Nothing Happens? Whole Cake Island? Let's get a refresher. Because there's lots of islands in Whole Cake Island. There's like chocolate. There's like all different lands, right? Like it would get old kind of quick. I feel like it would just get old. Like there's so much you can eat before you're like, okay, what can we do? It's a place to visit, not live. I 100% agree. Like to there, I put it top of the top, but to live, I think Zou would get old way faster. Nah, because you got the minks, you got the whole ancient islands, you got whales. This is A. I would want to live there. It's pretty sick. It's very unique. It's beautiful. Cool colors. Wano. Syrup Rain? Oh, hell no. That's going to mid. It gets demoted. The weather is Syrup Rain. If you go outside, it's going to be sticky galore. After a rain, like, are not bugs there? After a syrup rain, it's going to be all over you. Sticky. Wano Island is pretty hype. If I could take over Onigashima, I would. Wano with the scenery, cherry blossoms, it's big. Chat, Wano's taking our super spot and Water 7's being demoted down to the top of S tier because my thinking is Water 7's beautiful, it's great, but it's very small. And I'm a big boy and I like a lot of stuff. With Wano, if you live there, you could literally go travel all across the world or all across Wano to all the different places. It's literally Japan. Look at the mountain range and the cherry blossoms and the foliage. Water 7 doesn't have any trees in nature. I love trees in nature. It's very beautiful. Plus, the architecture is amazing and it looks great just like Water 7 does, except there's so much more to do. The scenery that you can see, you're not literally right next to your, like on top of your neighbor. Your house is actually going to be able to be pretty big because, you know, in Venice or some shit, it's super small, everything's super compact and close, and I like a bit more space. Plus, this is also post Kaido and post Orochi. This is a Luffy Wano kingdom. That sounds great. You can also learn to be a shinobi. So true. Was not a whole lot of good nature for 20 years. That was because of Kaido, though. God Valley, the place where they literally hunt people. God Valley. Ethnic Cleansing Island. Yeah, we're going to put that in F. Pirate Island. Now, if it was a pirate island that didn't have a bunch of pirates, then maybe. But the first person who owned it was Rocks, right? And the second person was Blackbeard. Like, if you're not a part of that gang, you're just going to get killed. F tier. I'm going to get shanked up. Egghead? Egghead sick. You get a literal climate-controlled island. You get futuristic tech. You get Vegapunk. Now, if manga things don't happen, then this shit's going into super. I mean, not super, S tier. And looking at this, I gotta make a correction. Zou has to drop to A. Zou just does not compete with these guys because you're kind of Sunesha forever. Sorbet Kingdom, One Piece. We do not know much. Sorbet had like 4. It is kind of like France of One Piece world. And last but not least, Elbaf. Tons of mountains, a big ass tree. It's S tier. Elbaf, awesome. Elbaf is pretty fucking sick. I'm not gonna go too much more into detail because I don't want to, you know, just in case. But that's our tier list, chat. This is our tier list. You gonna do ARC tier list update? Ooh, I should do that. You couldn't use nothing, everything big. But if I live there, I think I could commission a normal sized house. There are some humans who live there too. Dude,